everyone, so today I'll be explaining about what cyberbullying is. I will also share my view and opinions on this. First, bullying is when someone seeks to harm, intimidate, or pressure someone else perceived as vulnerable. Bullying can happen physically and virtually. To make it short, bullying virtually is cyberbullying, where everyone else can be anyone. In my opinion, in virtual world, people who bully others might have a bad life in real life and they are seeking the satisfaction online, while the victims may be emotionally sensitive. But why did this happen, and how do we overcome this? Well, cyberbullying happens when someone misuses the gadgets to harass, humiliate, or harm someone emotionally or mentally. It often happens on social media, messaging apps, gaming platforms, or forums. There are a few examples of cyberbullying. The first one is threats. When someone sends intimidating messages or direct threats of harm through social media or messaging apps. Next is when a false or harmful information online is spread to damage someone's reputation. Thirdly, harassment. It happens when hateful messages were sent repeatedly to someone on social media. Trolling, like posting offensive comments to provoke or upset someone. Pretending to be someone else to deceive or harm. Sharing embarrassing photos without consent also counts as cyberbullying, as it counts as public humiliation. Unlike traditional bullying, cyberbullying can happen anytime, anywhere, and there are a lot of possible negative impact on the victims. Cyberbullying often seems harmless when it starts. Teasing or jokes around could create a misunderstanding that leads to arguments or intense interaction. The anonymity and the distance of online interactions can make people act in ways they wouldn't in person. As we all know, cyberbullying is one of the bad sides of the internet. Cyberbullying victims may experience anxiety, depression, or low self-esteem. Cyberbullying could also lead the victim to social isolation, self-harm, or worse. Besides that, personal information of the victims may be leaked, causing the embarrassment or harm. The bullies can hide behind the anonymity, making it hard to hold them accountable, so there's no positive aspect to cyberbullying. I'm against cyberbullying. This is because the impact to the people is very bad. Self-harm and suicidal thoughts may also occur. As a result, the victims will often feel constant fear, sadness, or worthlessness. Being cyberbullied repeatedly can damage the victim's confidence and self-image. They may also withdraw themselves from the social interaction. Next, it may affect the victim's academic or career performance. The victim who is highly affected could be struggling to the point that their performance decreases. The victims might drop out to avoid social interactions or to escape from being bullied. Besides that, the victim's social relationships would also be affected. They may get trust issues after being betrayed or harassed. The victims will struggle even with the people that they are close with, like their friends, family, or colleagues. Bullies also face consequences for their actions. Serious cyberbullying can lead to criminal charges. It could also damage their reputation and face backlash or social rejection. If the cyberbullying continues without intervention, bullies may develop patterns of harmful behavior. Cyberbullying contributes to a hostile environment which made others hesitant to engage online. Repeated exposure to toxic, cruel, and harsh environment normalizes cyberbullying. This should be a big concern and it must stop. Fun fact, did you know that the more you use the social media, no matter whether you use it wisely or the other way around, the revenue of the social media companies still increases. So in this case, no user is winning as both have its consequences, but the founder of this company gains more and more money. I'll give you a few examples of cyberbullying to help you visualize how bad cyberbullying is. The first one is the Kuching Instagram poll case in 2019. A 19-year-old girl in Sara tragically took her own life after collecting an Instagram poll asking her followers whether she should live or die. Alarmingly, 69% of respondents chose die, which influenced her to jump from the third floor of a building. This case brought national attention to severe consequences of cyberbullying and the dangers of social media misuse. The second case is about a social media influencer, Esha, who faced relentless cyberbullying and online threats before her tragic suicide. Despite filing police reports, questions remain about whether enough was done to prevent the harassment she endured. Her death highlights the need for stronger measures to combat cyberbullying in Malaysia. There are a lot of heartbreaking cases that is similar which involve cyberbullying. These cases illustrate the devastating effects of cyberbullying, especially among the youth. They highlight the need for better regulations, stronger mental health support, and stricter law enforcement to protect the victims. Overcoming cyberbullying requires a combination of personal strategies, community support, and institutional measures. Here are some effective ways to address the issue. The first one is for the victims. Avoid engaging with the bully, as responses may encourage further harassment. Take screenshots or save messages as evidence for reporting to authorities or platforms. Use platform tools to report offensive content and block the bully. If these bullies affect you, I advise you to talk to your trusted friends, family, or teachers. Reach out to counselors or mental health professionals for guidance. To me, you must not take this seriously as this is just the virtual world. If this continues and affect you physically, you must seek help. You must also strengthen your privacy settings. Adjust social media and app settings to limit who can contact you or view your content. As for the families and schools, they must monitor online activity. Parents plays the biggest role to make sure the kids are safe. Parents can use parental control tools and maintain open communication about internet usage. They are also free to restrict their kids' device. Educate children and teens about cyberbullying and how to handle it. Teach students to consider how their words and actions impact others online. Schools should offer a support system for victims and programs to address bullying behavior. The governments must enforce law addressing online harassment and cyberbullying. In Malaysia, laws like the Communication and Multimedia Act 1998 and the Penal Code are used to prosecute offenders. Authorities should create easy-to-use system for reporting cyberbullying. For example, in Malaysia, there are the Malaysian Communication and Multimedia Commission (MCMC) complaint platform. There are also platforms like Sebenarnya.my and Klik Dengan Bijak. Social media platforms also plays a big role. Stricter moderation is important. Platform needs to implement better monitoring and quicker responses to harmful content. Reducing the anonymity could also help prevent abuse. It is not a strange thing to see that there are a lot of anonymous accounts on social media, and that could be dangerous. Social media platforms can also use artificial intelligence to detect and remove harmful content before it spreads. People in our surroundings can also help us. Every person plays a big role. Public awareness and community support can help too, like by running awareness campaigns like Malaysia's Klik Dengan Bijak, which is an initiative to promote safe internet use. We must also encourage kindness online. This is to normalize a culture of positivity and empathy on social media platforms. A positive community and surroundings will drastically give a positive impact on everyone. Support helplines are also available to provide easy access to mental health helplines and online support groups. By combining personal, societal, and institutional efforts, we can create a safer, digital environment, and support victims of cyberbullying. So, have you got the idea of cyberbullying already? My opinions and suggestions for cyberbullying is to always think wisely. The parents play the biggest role because they are the ones that is responsible to shape their kids, and they are responsible to put their kids in a safe and a nurturing environment. It is not wrong to be firm and restrict their gadgets. It is also important to not give the kids gadgets at a very young age. In addition, a loving family is also important. If all families have a supportive and loving relationship, there will be way less bullying cases as people will not see the need to seek attention and validation from strangers. If someone that is not mentally stable have the fear of missing out and wants to be on social media, the least they could do is to not overshare online and do not speak to strangers. Keep your account private and restrict accounts that make you feel unsafe. If anything bad occurs, you must stay calm and you have the rights to report. Sort your emotions and remember that as long as your personal information is safe, you have nothing to worry about. Also, if the bullying does not get physical, if you feel hurt, you are free to seek help. You are in control. To conclude this video, I would say that cyberbullying is not just words on screen. It could be pain, isolation, and scars that can last a lifetime. Behind every hateful comment or cruel post is a person who may feel broken, alone, or unheard. Together, we can change the narrative. A kind word, a helping hand, or even standing up against online hate can save a life. Every small action matters. Reach out, seek support, and don't let the cruelty of a few define your value. For those who are watching, remember, your words hold power. Use them to uplift, encourage, and inspire. Let's create a world where the internet connects through compassion and not cruelty. Together, we can make the virtual community a place where kindness thrives and no one suffers in silence. Let's be the reason someone smiles and not the reason they cry. That is all for me. Thank you so much. Bye.